You're in the right place at the right time. Hey, I'm here tonight with my homeboy, Hendrick HP, for a shade of hardest working man in the business. Uh, there's only a couple of us tonight. We got some more coming in later, but HP said the show goes on. So tonight, this is the third part of the Bully on the Block, NFL Free Agency 2021 Part 2. And we're going to be talking about the AFC North, the NFC North, the AFC South, and the NFC South tonight. So hold on. We're going to go ahead and do the promo. And after the promo, we'll be back with our show, guys. Did I put the promo in? Man, listen to this. Nah, that's crazy. I ain't put the promo in. Let me load the promo. Wow, I didn't even load the promo. It makes me gotta take something out to load the promo. I had all day to load the promo. I tell you, it's crazy. Promo's loading up. You had a good day?
Oh yeah, it's straight. Yep. Like I said, I just walked in about 10 minutes. So I said, let me go ahead and sign on.
Awesome.
Hey, CJ, you know I always got your back.
I know you got my back, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. I know you got my back. Okay.
Always, baby. Always.
40 years, man.
40, about 45.
For 45 years?
Yeah, elementary.
It's been a long time, man. That's right.
Yes, sir.
45 years. That's right. HP and CJ been together for 45 years.
Yeah, we got 45 more.
45 more, brother. That's right. That's right. We can be no old man. We can be on prime old man. We can be straight.
We're gonna be triple digits and still doing it.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So y'all guys check out the promo. That's right. That's right. That's right. The Bully on the Block, Part 3. And see, we got a different picture for the animal lovers tonight. You know, we got an actual bully on the block of training. Yeah, you can look at him and tell he's getting right. The Bully on the Block of training. So we're talking football, guys. We're talking football. We came here tonight to finish the series. We're going to review the selections of the NFC North, the NFC North, the AFC South, the NFC South, and we're going to see who scored big in free agency, and also who is building the Bully on the Block. We're like a week away from the next week, as a matter of fact, on Thursday.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's the draft.
Yes, sir.
So the rubber gonna be the road next Thursday. So we're gonna see what's about to happen. So before we start, Harvey, let me ask you a question. And I just found out today that the Kansas City Chiefs are the one that proposed to loosen the jersey restrictions. I didn't know that. And so the league decided they're loosening the jersey restrictions. The player has to buy out all their number from the distributor. I think that's right down here per NFL rules. If the player wants to change his number this season, he would have to buy out the existing inventory of jersey distributors. If he wants to give notice now to change his number next season, there would be no requirement to buy out inventory. So, what do you think about these numbers changing, man?
Hey, I know the GOAT, he doesn't like that.
Yeah, the GOAT doesn't like it.
You like, you know, I don't know who that is. I mean, come on now. If you the GOAT, you shouldn't have to worry about that.
Hey, that's right.
You know, but you know, I'm pretty sure they got to put their names on the back of the jerseys, correct?
Yeah, they got to put their names on the jersey, but they can change their number. So now you can see a defensive. I guess you can see a D lineman with the digit.
Yeah, it don't matter. I mean, you know, he gonna have his Tampa Bay jersey. They're gonna have their Kansas City, whoever jersey. So it don't matter what number's on, really.
That's right. That's right.
You know?
That's right. Absolutely. So yeah, you need to scream about it. Let me go ahead and get this thing right. I don't need to scream about it. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and get started here, and we're gonna jump on that NFC South. NFC South. Let me go ahead and get this thing up here so we can get the screen shared. All right, the NFC South. Okay, did it move? I think it moved. Go back up here. Tag it in again. NFC South. We up front, we got them Dirty Birds. We got them Dirty Birds. Let's go ahead and see. Let me take a look here. Tonight I came armed. HP. Let's see here. Oh yeah, we came armed. So we got some jokes tonight, man. So our Atlanta Falcons joke is: how many Atlanta Falcons have we played to win the Super Bowl? Nobody knows. We may never find out.
Wow. I mean, Atlanta Falcons does it take to win a Super Bowl. Hey, we may never find out. Wow. Wow, that's crazy.
That's crazy, man. So the Falcons signed running back Mike Davis. And listen, this is a name you know. Remember him from years ago. Wide receiver Cordell Patterson. And if I'm not mistaken, was it Cordell Patterson a quarterback?
No, he was on the Patriots, the Vikings, the Bears. He's a pretty good special teams player.
Okay. All right. So they signed Cordell Patterson, tight end Lee Smith, offensive lineman Josh Andrews, defensive end Steve Means, defensive tackle Jonathan Bullard, linebacker Brandon Copeland, linebacker Martavius Mingo, cornerback Fabian Moreau, safety Deron Harmon, and safety Eric Harris. So they made a push for defense.
Yeah.
Defense.
I mean, that was obvious. I mean, look at last year's defense. I mean, it was terrible. And I'm glad that coaches He's getting ready to coach the Cowboys as their defensive coordinator, so I'm pretty happy about that.
I heard he's a defensive specialist. I heard he's a much better defensive D coordinator than he is a head coach. So
if you look at it now, when he was Seattle now, Legion of Boom, I mean, you had a defense that you could have coached. I mean, he had the players in Seattle. I mean, and you see what happened when he went to Atlanta. I mean, it's ferocious. I mean, it was crazy.
Okay. All right. I still say now that he's a good addition to our defense. So we're gonna see. What do you think about Atlanta's pickup here?
Like I said, I like Mike Davis. He's a pretty good back, you know. Being that I mean, Matt Ryan, everybody says Matt Ryan's a problem. He isn't. I mean, you check his stats out. I mean, you know, they can't get rid of him because they'll have so much dead money. And I mean, Matt Ryan makes what, about 25 to 30 million a year, and he got like 2 more years. So I mean, you got to hold on to him, you know. And plus the new head coach, he's offensive minded. So I think Atlanta should be pretty decent this year. Better than last year, I would say.
All right. So HP says the Dirty Birds are going to be better this year, better than last year. All right. So we're gonna go with that. What HP said. And so now that brings us to the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers. And J3 is in the house. J3 is trying to think now. I just added J3 to the stream. J3, what's going on, man? Can you hear me? Oh no, he can't hear me. J3, what's going on? J3, can you hear me?
J3, can you hear us? You got your mic on?
J3 checking, trying to get right. J3.
Cool. Bro, what's going on?
Justice.
I hear him though. He called his son.
Yeah.
His son probably got the game hook up. Yeah. So yeah, J3 will give us a little bit of insight on that acquisition for the Cowboys. But HP, we can start talking about the Carolina Panthers, mainly this quarterback acquisition of Sam Darnold, acquired and trade with the New York Jets. How you feel about that?
Sam, he's a pretty good quarterback, but you know, the Jets, I mean, you go to the Jets, I mean, you set up for failure. I mean, I think if Patrick Mahomes was there at the Jets, they'd probably be in the same situation. I mean, it's a bad organization. I mean, the GM is a joke. And I mean, you set up for failure.
Justice.
Okay. All right. And so
but Sam Darnold, like I said, Sam Darnold is a good pick, but you know, I didn't see really nothing wrong with Teddy Bridgewater.
Nah, Bridgewater's nasty. I like Bridgewater, man.
He doesn't turn the ball over, and you know.
Yeah, Bridgewater's a good game manager. He's a good game manager. I like Bridgewater too, but they got Darnold, and I almost forgot. I left out my Carolina Panther joke. What do you call a Carolina Panther with a Super Bowl ring? A thief. Did you hear that, Hardy?
Yeah, you said Carolina Panthers
Yeah,
getting a Super Bowl ring?
yeah. What do you call a Carolina Panther with a Super Bowl ring?
I don't know. You tell me.
A thief. That's for Dan Mack. Dan Mack
Oh, okay.
is on the show tonight. Dan Mack is a Carolina
Got a
Panther
lot, hey,
fan.
got a lot of Carolina fans now. You gotta watch that.
Yeah. And your sister. Your sister Carolina Panther fan. They speak
Probably in a few minutes. Because I'm gonna do about 30 minutes, then I'm gonna get chicken. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, at least here tonight now.
Yeah, I'm trying. Take that out, but I can't get it out.
Yeah, you plug it in the headphones.
Got headphones, man. J3, what's up, man? J3. I think he's having a hard. He must be. He tag out. He'll tag back in maybe.
Okay.
But yeah. So Sam Darnold. Yeah, they got Sam Darnold. Wide receiver David Moore signed a 2-year contract with them. Tight end Dan Arnold. Offensive tackle Cam Irvin. They poached him actually from us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Cam Irvin was our backup that Dallas had. Offensive tackle Taylor Moulton rather. Offensive guard Pat Elfton. Offensive guard John Miller. Defensive tackle Daquan Jones. Defensive lineman Morgan Fox. Linebacker Denzel Perryman. Linebacker Spock Reddick. Cornerback AJ Bowie.
Oh, from the Broncos. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
man.
good. That's a good pickup.
Yeah, cornerback Rashawn Melvin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And JJ Jansen. Long snapper. He
Okay.
resigned with the Panthers. So I like what the Panthers did.
Yeah, I mean, they got help on the offensive line, defense.
Yeah.
The question is that running back. I mean, he's $150. I mean, last year I saw the guy, CJ, I saw the guy in Miami, right?
Yeah.
If he was walking down the street, you would never know he was a football player.
Really?
I mean, he's so thin, and I mean, McCaffrey, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you would never pick him out for being a football player. He's tough now, but you know, if you actually just saw him in person, you would never think he's a football player.
He doesn't look like a football player.
No. And like I said, them injuries, I mean, hopefully he can stay healthy. But you know, I don't know. But him running, you know, through that middle like that, that's not good.
It looks like they got a lot of beef, man. Looks like they got a lot of beef up front, man, to go ahead and definitely take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got a lot of beef up front, man. So, and then some key defensive pieces: Denzel Perryman, you know, AJ Bowie,
yeah,
Rashawn Melvin. So they got a pretty good structure. And then you saying this is before the draft,
yeah.
You know, so if they have a good draft, then we can look forward actually to Carolina definitely improving. What they have here.
So what they gonna do with Teddy Bridgewater?
I don't know. I mean, you know, poor Bridgewater, is he gonna sit on the bench again?
Well, I mean, I kind of wish he stayed with the Saints. I mean, he turned down the Dolphins, remember, and signed with the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know if it's too close to home. He didn't want to play for the Dolphins. Maybe he would have stayed in trouble if he was still down here in Miami.
Right. Absolutely.
So, I mean, he should have pretty much stayed with the Saints. I mean, he should have knew that you know, Drew Brees were about to retire. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe he should have stayed another year or so. I mean, but you know, that money was offered, so you got to go get it.
Definitely. J3.
Yo, what's going on, cuz?
What's going on, man? What's going on, man?
Ain't
What's
no,
up?
man. Just chilling.
It's chilling.
What's going on, man? What's going on, Mr. Porsche? What's happening?
All
Ain't
right.
no much, man. All right.
We were talking a little bit about what Carolina did. Before we go on any more about Carolina, we already did Atlanta, but I want you to go ahead and talk to us about the acquisition of Atlanta's head coach and our D coordinator. How do you see that for Dallas?
Well, you said Atlanta, right? The Falcons. Okay, the Falcons. The Falcons are who we think they are. They are what you call it? They are Cinderella in a dirty dress. Okay. They are really pretenders. As long as Matt Ryan is there at the helm, they won't sniff another Super Bowl. They can continue to, like I said, upgrade in different areas, but you know they had a good chance at the height of Julio Jones's career, but now that he's on the backside, I think that that right now they're on a retooling expedition in the NFC South. So I don't like. I like them to come in maybe last. They probably last in the NFC South.
Wow. Okay. All right. So you know we went over Carolina also. We looked at the pickup of Sam Darnold, wide receiver David Moore.
You say Arnold? Did you say Sam Donut Hole? Oh, that because they did the wrong thing with doing that. They I think they should have very well just left him with the Jets and maybe he sit there and be a backup with the Jets or something, because I don't think that's an upgrade. I think that's actually if I was them, I would keep Teddy Bridgewater at the helm, because at least Teddy Bridgewater is not he's not going to really turn the ball over. You know, if you have a good running game, which they do have with McCaffrey, and so I think they should have left Sam Darnold alone, because he's a turnover monster.
And I like HP said that right before you came. HP said they should have left well enough alone. Now I like Darnold, but you're right, he's a turnover monster. Teddy Bridgewater is a game manager, and that's what you want. You know, back from the days of Jimmy Johnson, that's one of his key elements. Don't turn the ball over. You know, and if you don't turn the ball over, you've always got a chance to win the game. But if you're a turnover machine, brother, you ain't gonna make it unless you Tony Romo, and they had this super Dallas Cowboy defense we used to have one time, because Romo would turn the ball over last 5 minutes of the game.
but you know what though? Cuz I sat there and I thought about this. I said, and I really seriously looked at our quarterbacks that the Dallas Cowboys had over the years, and he ranks third.
He's a beast.
He ranked third.
I love him now.
Yeah, he just never. The problem with Tony Romo was he had a little bit too much Brett Favre in him. He did. And he would try to fit it in those tight windows, and that was just his mentality, and that never got us over the hump.
Yeah, he was a gunslinger. I loved him now. I think that, to me, football IQ is off the charts. I think that right now he can come and be somebody offensive coordinator and whip it and just completely dismantled some of the best defense the NFL got. But yeah, I agree with you on that. But J3, we were looking at this. What Carolina did in the offseason just with free agency. Wide receiver David Moore, tight end Dan Arnold, offensive tackle Cam Irvin, who they coach from us. Taylor Moton, offensive tackle, offensive guard Pat Elfin, offensive guard John Miller, offensive tackle Daquan Jones, defensive lineman Morgan Fox, linebacker Denzel Perryman, linebacker Hassan Reddick, cornerback AJ Boone, cornerback Rashawn Melvin, long snapper JJ Jansen. So it looks like before the draft, they're putting together something over there.
The problem with Carolina is, and McCaffrey is the catalyst that's going to make everything go. He's the catalyst of that offense. Now, if they get I like the boy. I like David Moore. I like the stud. They got some nice wide receivers, but the problem is Sam Darnold again. Can he get them the ball? That's the thing. And can he make the right plays at the right time? Because you know one thing, you still got those Bucks. You still got those Bucks sitting there, and you still have the Saints. Who now again, that the wild card in that is Jameis Winston. If you can get a Jameis Winston, let's think about this. If you can get a Jameis Winston that don't turn the ball over, you have a top 5 quarterback. So we'll see what Sean Payton can do with that. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
But
we gonna talk New Orleans Saints next. HP, you have anything to say?
You about James? Okay, Jameis Winston. It's hard to say, really. I mean, the year before he left Tampa, I mean, he threw for a lot of yards, threw for a lot of touchdowns, and he threw for a lot of interceptions. So,
yeah.
Like you said, Sean Payton, he got the coach. Sean Payton, I'm pretty sure, going to correct a lot of those mistakes. So
Sean Payton
offensive minds,
Well, Sean Payton texted me and he said he was gonna draft some crab legs because I think he should be able to throw to that target. That's what he told me. So I think that's up on their draft board.
Oh man. So yeah, we got quarterback Jameis Winston, running back Ty Montgomery, fullback Alex Armour, tight end Nick Vannett, offensive lineman James Hurst, defensive end Tanoa Paskin, however you say his name, cornerback PJ Williams, and safety Marcus Williams. So that was their free agency pickups.
Where they get them boy from the Dollar Tree? Oh man!
Yeah. Hey, they didn't do too good. They didn't do too good. I like Ty Montgomery.
Yeah.
I like Ty Montgomery though.
Yeah. That's yeah. Because I was trying to see if it rings a bell. I didn't say my stupid the Dollar Tree. I didn't say the New Orleans joke. The New Orleans joke is, what's the difference between the New Orleans Saints and the dollar bill? You can still get 4 quarters out of a dollar bill.
Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one, though. That's a good one.
So now we're gonna talk about, and that's for you. That's for you, Javon. You New Orleans Saints man. That's for you. When the Saints come marching out. So here we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers now. The Super Bowl Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They picked up quarterback Ryan Griffin, running back Giovanni Bernard.
I like that.
Oh,
yeah, running back Leonard Fournette. That's big right there that they re-signed him.
Mm-hmm.
Wide receiver Chris Godwin re-signed. Well, they put the franchise tag on him. Big Rob Gronkowski. Offensive tackle Josh Wells. Offensive guard Aaron Stinney. Defensive end Shaquille Barrett. re-signed. Defensive tackle Raheem Nunez Roches re-signed with the Bucks. Hey, big defensive tackle Ndamukong Suh. I've been wanting him for Dallas for years. That's the run stopper. Linebacker Levante David, linebacker Kevin Minter, cornerback Ross Cockrell, and kicker Ryan Sucker. I think that Tampa Bay is still going to be the team to beat, man.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, they're going to be the team to beat.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I think I think they are the team to beat, but of course they have I think they're gonna have some issues trying to repeat. I think that's the big thing. Because I think Carolina, if anything, Carolina gonna give them a run for their money. Because it seems like if they could get Sam Darnold even remotely on the right track, they, like you said, they beefed up a whole lot. So it's gonna be tough for them boys. And you know the NFC South is never easy because they beat up on each other in that division. So I mean, you're right. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, if it ain't broke,
Yeah.
don't fix it.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, they signed everybody except, Antonio Brown. I mean,
Yeah,
he didn't do too much, since he left Pittsburgh, to be honest with you.
definitely.
But like I said, he wants too much, and I don't think they'll be able to re-sign him.
He better, if he knows more, he better sign with it getting is good because nobody might sign him.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah.
He went a long time without sign last year, so he better jump on it while it's good. So guys, we got Atlanta, Carolina, the Saints, and Tampa Bay. So how do we rate them?
I got Tampa Bay, of course, and I got New Orleans in second, Atlanta in third, Carolina at the bottom.
All right, J3.
I got Bucks first, Carolina 2. Let me see. Atlanta is a toss up. I think I take New Orleans third and Atlanta last.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I definitely got Atlanta number 1.
What?
No, I didn't mean to say that.
Oh, I'm about to say.
Tampa Bay number 1.
I'm about to say, man.
I ain't thinking, man. Listen, I'm reading, man. I was reading something while I'm writing. I was right, yeah. So I got Tampa Bay number 1. Man, I'm gonna have to go with New Orleans number 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Carolina number 3. And I'm gonna go with Atlanta number 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Atlanta number 4. I can't give Atlanta no more than that, man. Gotta go with Atlanta number 4. So let's see here where we at next. So we had a couple Pittsburgh fans come on today, but the Pittsburgh fans didn't show up. So we're gonna talk about them Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, I tell you what, now at NFL, we're gonna start off, guys, with the Baltimore Ravens. And so the Baltimore Ravens re-signed. Well, let me go ahead and tell my Baltimore Raven joke. Where's my Baltimore Ravens joke? Yeah, my Baltimore Ravens joke. What does a Baltimore Ravens fan do when his team has won the Super Bowl? He turns off his PlayStation 3.
Really, man.
That's for you, Curtis Chapman. Baltimore
Oh,
Ravens fan. So now, this is my man right here, Sammy Watkins. Signed a 1-year deal with the Baltimore Ravens. Tight end Josh Oliver. They got him in a trade from the Jaguars. Offensive guard Kevin Zeitler. Defensive end Tyus Bowser. Defensive end Pernell McPhee. Defensive tackle Justin Ellis. Defensive lineman Derek Wolf. Linebacker LJ Ford. And defensive back Anthony Levon. So, what do you think about what the Baltimore Ravens did in free agency?
I like Sammy Watkins. I like him. I mean, if he can stay healthy, I think he's gonna do good things for them. And you know, they help out Lamar Jackson a lot. You know that that Orlando Brown signed with the Chiefs, right?
Oh wow, for real?
He signed with the Chiefs. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, and now that you know the Ravens trying to replace him with was it Villanova from the Steelers?
Yeah.
They're thinking about signing him to replace Orlando Brown, but they're gonna get some draft picks for him. They're supposed to get a first rounder and a third rounder or something for him for Orlando Brown. So yeah, that's a big thing right there to lose Orlando Brown. He's all pro.
That is big.
Tackle. That's a big loss for Lamar Jackson.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, because it's the difference between 4 seconds to throw and 2 seconds to throw. Whenever you start taking away pieces like that, that's the same thing they did with Donovan McNabb. They pull away all these pieces, and just like the Raiders did the same thing. Pro Bowl offensive linemen, just letting them go. They're not paying them. And I think that's going to come back to bite them because you don't get Pro Bowl offensive linemen all the time in the draft. You got to still develop them. You still have to develop the players in the draft, and I think that's going to bite them. But so do you think what they did in free agency is going to really make a big? I think Sammy Watkins was a big move, and like they try to go heavy on defense.
Mm-hmm. I mean, as long as you got Lamar Jackson, I think he gives you a chance to win. I mean, with his legs.
Well, that's the thing, man. I think that's going to be the downfall of the Ravens. Like, that's why they can't get any top tier wide receivers out there, because Sammy Watkins is top tier when he's healthy. But his track record is not too good at this point. He's had how many destinations now? Three destinations now. And
the Bills, the Rams.
Okay, four.
Yeah.
Well, now it's four.
Now it's four. Yeah.
So now he's a journeyman wide receiver with A+ type of capability. But the problem with him is he's not going to a pass happy offense. He's going to a run, so he's going to have to do things like block, which puts him in harm's way still. So I think it's a good pickup, but you have to rely on what's your bread and butter, and that really doesn't do anything for their offense really. I really think they're probably going to go into the draft and probably look for some of the things that they're looking for as far as offensive line up front and things of that nature. So they might go, I think first round, they may go offensive linemen, some of them boys from Wisconsin or something like that run the ball a whole lot from the Big Ten or, something like that. But yeah, I don't like it too much.
You don't like it too much?
Nah.
HP, how you feel about it?
I see them probably signing Antonio Brown.
Okay.
I mean, he's not gonna get what he wants, but I think he probably like playing with his cousin and Lamar Jackson.
That
Hollywood Brown. Yeah.
signing Antonio Brown over there would give them a lot of depth because it would be hard to drop an defense against that, you know, because Sammy Watkins can still take the top off the defense.
But guess what? You can't take the top off if you got if you hurt. That's the thing. Like Sammy Watkins, man. Every stop that he's made up to this point, he's not reliable. It's like he's the equivalent to me, and of course, Anthony Davis has won him a chip already. But Anthony Davis is a great player, but you just worry about that time that he's gonna get hurt, and that's the problem. Like you can't, he's not reliable at all. So that notice how what his deal worth for 1 year. See, 1 year.
$5 million for the
Yeah,
guarantee. Okay.
Yeah.
You got my cousin Arthur Rivers shot me for pumping up, cuz. So what's up, Arthur? What's up, cuz? Glad to have you listening to us tonight. And so that brings us, gentlemen, to the mighty Cincinnati Bengals. The mighty Cincinnati Bengals. And my Cincinnati Bengals joke before we start. How do you keep the Cincinnati Bengals out of your yard? Put up goalposts. So the Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Brandon Allen re-signed 1 year contract. Running back Samaje Perine re-signed. Tight end Thaddeus Moss got him off waivers. Defensive tackle Riley Rice, Quentin Spain, defensive end Trey Hendrickson, defensive lineman Larry Bonjobi, I'll get ready to say Bon Jovi. Defensive lineman Mike Daniels re-signed. I don't agree with this. But cornerback Eli Apple, and they poached this dude from us. Cornerback Chidobe Awuzie. Yeah, Awuzie is now a Bengal. He went over there and got that money, $21.75 million deal. Cornerback Tony Brown, cornerback Mike Hilton, safety Ricardo Allen, safety Brandon Wilson, long snapper Clark Harris, and punter Kevin Huber. What do you guys say about those acquisitions?
Well, I like the Thaddeus Moss. I mean, they played together at LSU, and I think the chemistry will be there, for the quarterback. Mike Daniels, isn't that the guy that was a former Green Bay Packer?
Yeah,
defensive lineman. He's still pretty steady, giving help on the defensive line. Eli Apple,
toast.
Everybody always bite his apple.
Yeah.
He can't.
But you know what? I see Cincinnati drafting Chase, the wide receiver from LSU. I won't be surprised at all.
Okay. All right.
I see them probably getting Chase. Yeah.
All right.
Man, hey man. I'll be very cautious of that too. Because Jamar Chase, we saw him in his we saw him opt out of this season right here. I hadn't seen he's a good one now. Don't get me wrong, but is he do you think he's better than Jefferson? Because Jefferson, that man, you had a whole slew of wide receivers over there. Now think about it. He had Joe Burrow had everything at his disposal, man. Like, dude, they wide receivers went real deep. So it's almost just like the old thing where you had your boy from Alabama this year. Dude, who can't throw that ball at them boys? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. They're like so I think at some point they're gonna have to get their running game together. They're gonna have to get it up front And in that weather, and in the AFC North, you already know what it is. You got to bang that ball in between the tackles, especially in them cold when you got to go to Pittsburgh and maybe play the Pittsburgh for the division or something. You're going to have to run the ball. It ain't no throwing all over the place in no January or December. So I think Joe Burrow in that is good. But as you can see, Ocho Cinco them, they never could get over the hump. And they had a whip out there with them wide receivers. Hushmanzada and all them boys. Yeah, so but the running game never got to the point where they could really win anything. So yeah, hey.
Yeah, but Mixon's pretty solid though. He's a solid running back.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We got Elizabeth Dennis chiming in. Hello, gentlemen. Just stopping through to say hello. Hello, Elizabeth. Glad you stopped by. And so now we're getting ready to go ahead and who did we leave out? The Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns re-signed wide receiver Rashad Higgins, wide receiver JoJo Nat, free agent deal. Greg Sinai, offensive tackle. Defensive end Harris McKinley signed a 1-year deal. Yeah. Defensive tackle Malik Jackson signed a 1-year deal. Linebacker Jadeveon Clowney signed a 1-year deal. Linebacker Malcolm Smith re-signing with the Browns. Linebacker Anthony Walker signed the contract with the Browns. Cornerback Troy Hill signed a 4-year contract. Safety John Johnson signed a 3-year contract. And kicker Cody Parkey re-signed a 1-year deal. Now, if I was Chidobe Awuzie, I would have been. This is where I would have been wanting to go. I would have wanted to go here instead of going to Cincinnati, but you know, you got that money, you got that payday.
Yeah, you got payday, man.
You got that payday, yeah. So, what do you guys think about what Cleveland has done?
I like it.
Yeah, I like Clowning. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I like that.
Yeah, he going. I mean, hopefully he'll bounce back. You know, be the player that we all thought he was, but I think he'll bounce back this year. If he can stay healthy, that's the number one thing.
Yeah, exactly. That again, health is the big key, man. Is the big key. You know, if they can, you know what? Maybe if they can use him sparingly, like in a maybe, you know, passing downs. You know what I'm saying? And every now and then throw him in there, you know, but just use him sparingly in special situations and things of that nature. They could probably get their bang for their buck.
Yeah, but he's good. He's good against the run.
Yeah,
I mean, he's always been good against the run. I mean, you know, maybe he'll bounce back. You know.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully he will.
I think he's going to bounce back this year. I give them thumbs up, man, because I think they made some key. He's a key acquisition. I think they're building a beast over there. They already had a beast, and this is another team that, like J3 was talking about earlier. This is the team with the running game. They got the running game.
Yeah, they got the running. They got two great backs.
Deuce Staley got them right. They got the running game, and we're gonna talk about Pittsburgh, but you know, I'm a hold my peace till we finish talking about Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let me go ahead and see my Pittsburgh Steelers joke. I don't want to leave that out. Yeah, my Pittsburgh Steelers joke. Where's that at? I ain't got no Pittsburgh Steelers joke. I know I got a Pittsburgh. I know I got a Pittsburgh Steelers joke now. Yeah, ain't no way I come in. Oh, yeah, I ain't got no Pittsburgh Steelers joke. Well, you may people be thinking I'm going soft or something like that. Well, I'm sorry I don't have a Pittsburgh Steelers joke. I thought I put one up there. I guess I didn't. So we're going to talk about these Pittsburgh Steelers now. We're going to talk about these Pittsburgh Steelers. Quarterback Josh Dobbs re-signed a 1-year deal. Running back Kalen Balaj signed a 1-year contract. Wide receiver Ray McLeod agreed to resign. Wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster, a beast, resigned. Offensive tackle Zach Banner resigned. Offensive lineman Rashad Howard signed a 1-year contract. Offensive lineman DJ Finney signed a 1-year contract. Offensive lineman Joe Hay signed a 2-year deal. Defensive end TJ Carter signed a contract. Defensive lineman Tyson Alua re-signed. Defensive lineman Chris Wormley re-signed. Linebacker Vince Williams re-signed. Cornerback Cameron Sutton signed a 2-year deal. Safety Miles Killebrew signed a 1-year deal. And punter Jordan Berry signed a 1-year contract.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we think about what Pittsburgh has done in the preseason? Not the preseason, but in the
I'm gonna tell you already. Another Dollar Tree draft free agent signing. They went there. They went straight back to the back of the store where the paper products was, and and went on the wall, and they ain't see no paper cups left because man, because this is horrible. I ain't never see it. This is horrible though.
Hey, and right when you said that, who shows up but the mayor of Steeler Nation? He said, dude, speaking of the Steelers, Lone Wolf is on the line. The mayor of Steeler Nation is in the house. So you said it was a dollar store on that, J3?
All I'm saying is, they should be ashamed of that right there. They should be ashamed of you put that up as a free agent signing. I would have put that, like when you get picked for the squad, like the coach was gonna put your name on the door.
Yeah,
them names need to go on the back of the door, like inside the window or something on the other side. Because man, who are these people, man?
They got a lot of beef now. There's a lot of beef. I don't know these guys either, but they got a lot of beef.
You talking about 78%, isn't it? 78% versus 22. You get a lot of grease from that thing, boy. Boy, no.
You said cholesterol?
Yeah, man. That's them Steelers trying to be cheap over there.
You know what? It's about time for the Tomlin and Ben era. It's time for a change in Pittsburgh. I mean, Tomlin and Big Ben. I mean, Tomlin signed all the way to, I think, 2024. And this may be Ben's last year. But the thing is, who is his replacement? I mean, the defense is solid. I mean,
the defense is beast.
But once Bell and Brown left, I knew right then that they will have no chance of getting back to that Super Bowl. I mean, the defense is straight. Don't get me wrong, but now.
See the thing about. Oh my bad. But the thing about it is when Bud Dupree went out, the defense after that the defense collapsed because that defense is built around Bud Dupree. Because if Bud Dupree is not wreaking havoc, even with the Watt brother, he couldn't apply enough pressure without Bud Dupree to actually, because their defense was leaking at the end of the year. They couldn't stop nobody. And it started with the Cowboys. When your boy, when the backup was eating them up. They should have lost that game. But again, yeah, you're right, Mr. Porsche. I think that it's time for Mike Tomlin to go elsewhere. He need to go sit at ESPN for a year and then jump back in the game.
I gotta disagree, man. I like Mike Tomlin, man. I think Mike Tomlin is probably the best thing they got going down there. I won't blame this on Mike Tomlin because I understand unless I find out that Mike Tomlin is the one that is going out here and getting the free agents You know, I don't know who does the drafting. I will say that Pittsburgh defense, even though it was lethal, they made a major acquisition when they picked up, what's his name? Was it Fitzpatrick? The guy I wanted?
Oh, yeah, Minka.
Yeah, defense. Like I said, defense solid.
That's a beast. That's a move that the Dolphins shouldn't have made that move. The Dolphins should have tried to find a way to work him. But to me, Fitzpatrick saved a lot of games last year. Speaking of the Dallas Cowboy game, that's who saved the Dallas Cowboy game, Fitzpatrick. And so you got some pieces to build around. But now I don't think that the solution is getting rid of Tomlin. I don't think it is.
Well, Cornell, you got to look at this too. I'm gonna tell you something, man. And I'm gonna just go back to my my educational background at this point, and I'm gonna tell you, I've had a class for 2 years, right?
Right.
I went from 3rd grade to 4th grade with them. Okay. After a while, after that 2nd year, you can't go with them kids no more, because you know what? They start tuning you out. Okay. The message gets kind of old. Okay. You need to breathe some fresh air into Pittsburgh again. I think that would be good for Mike Tomlin, just for himself and for the organization. So sometimes it's a good thing that the organization and the head coach part ways, not having bad blood, but for a fresh start. You see what I'm saying? So everybody needs a new voice at some point in time, because sometimes the old voice gets old. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it.
And I understand what you're saying, because Pittsburgh has always been one of the teams they smash. They're a team that they run the ball down your throat. Something like Green Bay, same thing Dallas would do, run the ball down your throat. Line up between the tackles, run the ball down your throat. Pittsburgh wasn't a team that heavily depended on the pass. They'll run the ball at you. And I understand what you're saying. You're saying they need some different offensive schemes, maybe some different defensive schemes. But don't you think that maybe he might need to fire some of his staff members instead of him getting fired? Maybe some staff members need to go.
No, I'm not really saying that, but they're not getting back to Pittsburgh football. Run the ball and play defense. I mean, like I said, since Dale left, I mean, they're not running the ball. I mean, Ben's throwing the ball 50 times a game. That's not still a football.
That's not.
And he getting hit like Big Ben getting beat up long time ago, but now it's getting worse now. It's like looking at the Undertaker on WWE or something. You know what I'm saying? Like come on, man. Let's get this over with, bro. For real. Seriously.
You said like look at that Jeter Ole Anderson.
Exactly. Well, you talking about the NWA wrestling now, boy.
Well, listen, I know about Jeter Ole Anderson, boy. The Minnesota Wrecking Crew, boy. We're talking about the Anderson brothers, boy. That's right. Man. How you know about that? Me and Hardy grew up on that right there, man. All right, so point taken. So now, how do we line them up, guys? How do we line them up?
Well, I got to go with Lamar Jackson. I got to go with the Ravens in first. Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and Cincinnati at the bottom.
All right.
I'm going Cleveland, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati.
And I'm gonna do what J3 went, because that's what I'm going with. I'm definitely going with Cleveland, Cleveland, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, and Cincinnati. And I may have to retract it in the middle of the season according to which Baltimore show up. But I like Baltimore's coach. But I think that
I gotta go with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, but I don't think Cleveland is gonna. I don't think anybody's gonna dethrone the Mayflower.
I don't trust Mayfield. I don't trust him.
Mayfield rather. I said Mayflower. I hope you Duncan didn't see that. God, I hope you didn't see that.
Well, if he don't win, he might have to get on the Mayflower.
I think they got a little lucky last year. I think they got a little lucky. I don't see them as good as they were last year. This year, I don't see it.
Yeah, man. That running game is
that running
something
game.
Yeah.
That running game for real.
Yeah, it's nasty.
That
Kareem
running
Hunt,
game.
man. Kareem Hunt running like a man that's possessed, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Now the team's gonna make Mayfield beat them, not the running backs. They're gonna stop the run and make Mayfield beat them.
Mayfield beat you.
Mhm.
Mayfield beat you. And we have Kyron coming in, and he says Steelers. And Kyron says better than the Browns. All right, Kyron. All right. So Kyron's going with the Steelers. He's going with the Steelers now. I'm in the wrong place. Definitely in the wrong place. Oh, AFC South, yeah. The AFC South. The AFC South. We're gonna go with the Houston Texans first. Let me put I know I got Houston Texans joke now because I got this for Stephanie, my good friend Stephanie. I definitely got a Houston Texans joke. This is bad. I got 2 Jaguars joke. Houston Texans joke. How many Houston Texans does it take to change a tire? 1, unless it's a blowout. In which case they all show up.
really? That's good. Man. Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
they acquired quarterback Ryan Finley in the trade. Quarterback Tyrod Taylor signed a 1-year deal. Running back Mark Ingram signed a 1-year deal. Running back Philip Lindsay signed a 1-year deal. My receiver Chris Conley signed a 1-year, $1.5 million deal. My receiver Andre Roberts signed a 2-year deal. My receiver Alex Erickson signed a 1-year deal. My receiver Dante Moncrief signed a 1-year deal. Tight end Pharaoh Brown re-signed a 1-year deal. Tight end Ryan Izzo acquired in trade with the Patriots. Offensive tackle Marcus Cannon acquired in trade with New England. Offensive tackle Roderick Johnson re-signed. Offensive guard Justin McCray signed a 2-year deal. Them boys in the plane. Offensive guard Lane Taylor. Offensive lineman Justin Britt. Defensive end Shaq Lawson acquired in a trade with the Miami Dolphins. Defensive end Derek Rivers, my cousin, man. Woo! Rivers blood. Derek Rivers signed a 1-year deal, $1.3 million. Defensive end DeMarcus Walker. Defensive tackle Malik Collins. Man, this can't be right, isn't it? Defensive tackle Jaleel Johnson. Linebacker Camus Grugier-Hill. Linebacker Jordan Jenkins signed a 2-year deal. Linebacker Christian Kirksey signed a 1-year deal. Hey, man. Cornerback Terrence Mitchell signed a 2-year deal. Cornerback Vernon Hargreaves re-signed a 1-year deal. Cornerback Desmond King signed a 1-year deal. Cornerback Tavere Thomas signed a 2-year deal. Safety Terrence Brooks signed a 1-year, $2 million deal. Punter Cam Johnston signed a 3-year deal. Long snapper John Weeks re-signed with the Texans. Bro, they gotta have 200 people on their team.
Oh Lord, they did a lot of signing.
That's a whole team. That's a whole team.
They had a lot of money to spend.
No, but hold on, though. Hold on, but guess what? I'm gonna tell you. Throughout all that you just read, they should have got some. All this was wrong. They spent the money the wrong way. They should have spent it on some lawyers.
Bro, you know, I like their defensive picks. I like them picking my cousin up, Derek Rivers. I like Shaq Lawson. of course, I feel that
Jenkins, the linebacker too. He's pretty decent.
he's pretty decent, but I
Yeah.
feel that we've watched them shoot themselves in the foot the last couple years. We've watched them dismantle a good team, and now we watch them hurt the morale because your quarterback wanted to leave. Then all of a sudden, the quarterback can't leave because all this stuff is floating around.
True.
So what do you think, God? Ryan, Mark Ingram.
Yeah, that's a good
That's
sign.
good.
Yeah,
That's a good sign.
he still got a little gas left in the tank. Not
Yeah.
much, but a little. Philip Lindsay is a real good running back. From the,
Yeah, that's a good pickup now. Mark
Yeah.
Ingram, man, what kind of gas you getting? What kind of gas you getting with Mike Henry? Are you getting some BP or you getting Speedway?
he probably
All
get
them
you about,
ass.
he probably give you about 500 yards, and Philip Lindsay he'll get you 1,000. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a pretty good pick.
If you got a
Harley
quarterback,
is decent. Yeah,
if you got a quarterback though, that's the only thing. You gotta have a
he'll be there.
quarterback.
He'll be there.
Who?
Watson,
Deshaun?
he'll be there. Yeah, he'll be there.
That's a done deal. He out of there. Trust me.
So you don't think you don't think he playing, or you don't think he'll be a Texan?
He ain't gonna be a Texan. He ain't gonna be a Texan. He will not be a Texan.
I mean, they want too much for him. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, somebody. Guess what?
You know,
Let me tell you something, man. Somebody is going to. I'm gonna tell you. Somebody's gonna gamble on him. You got to know what you like. He can set your franchise up for for the next 10 years. Okay, so why not? Guess what? You might as well buy the farms. There's a team out there that's gonna buy the farm. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You think so?
yeah. Somebody gonna spend. Watch. I guarantee you during this when we watch the draft next Thursday, somebody gonna give the Texans some draft picks and some players for Deshaun Watson, bro. It's coming.
I don't see it. I thought the Dolphins were going to do it, but they said it was too much. They wanted too much.
And then the thing is, too, with all this stuff hanging around over them,
Yeah.
aren't they going to be afraid to do that? Because to go ahead and spend the farm on Deshaun Watson, or only for the league to say Deshaun Watson suspended for so many X amount of games.
But Cornell, I think. Guess what? I think that the Houston Texans caused this problem for Deshaun Watson. So it's almost like one of those things where, guess what? They're probably gonna go in and say, "Look, we're gonna take care of this problem for you. If you take him on, don't worry, it will go away." Trust me, behind the scenes, you got some people that out there talking about things like that. We just don't know all the business aspects that's going on, but I'm telling you, he's gonna get traded on that first day.
All right. Okay, you heard it.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
Yeah,
No,
you
I
heard
don't see
it. I don't see anybody putting up all that for him. But you know.
Well, guess what? I talked to my aunt, Miss Cleo, and she told me that right there. So I talked to her straight off the line, boy. Straight off the line. For real. They got her locked up. She was only able to stay on the phone 3 minutes. So we good.
Oh God. Oh. So now we have the Indianapolis Colts. Paula Pearson, if you're watching. Paula Pearson, my friend, a big fan of the Indianapolis Mules. And so my Colt joke is, what does Colt stand for? Coming out losers this season.
Coming out losers this season.
Yeah, that's where the good one. That's good. That's a good one.
That's a good one, but I don't see that happening.
No, because the Colts have a pretty good team. Okay, the Colts acquired Carson Wentz, I guess the backup from the Philadelphia Eagles. Running back Marlon Mack.
Whoa. The backup. Carson Wentz is going to start.
He's going to start.
He's starting. Phillip
Rivers
is gone.
Rivers gone.
I thought they had another quarterback over there.
They got
No,
they got
Brissett went to the Dolphins.
Kobe
He
Brissett,
signed with the
yeah,
Dolphins.
but he signed, yeah.
You know what I'm thinking? Carson Wentz is definitely gonna start. What's the other Carson name?
Johnny.
No, that's
Oh,
yes, Johnny. You know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about for some reason I was
Carson
thinking
Palmer.
about Carson. That's what I was thinking about for a
He
second.
retired like
Oh.
2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah. I don't know why I was thinking about that. So Carson Wentz is going to be their starting quarterback.
He's gonna bounce back.
Huh?
I think he's gonna bounce back.
You think so?
Yeah.
What do you think, J3? You think he can bounce back?
no, he's who he thought he is who he is, dog. He is who he is, man. He I don't care where you go, man. Guess
He's
what?
getting his former offensive coordinator back.
That don't mean nothing, man. He don't. Guess what? He's damaged goods at this point. Guess what?
He
You know what I'm saying?
He gonna be the comeback player of the year.
Okay. All right. HP said he will be the back there.
Book it. All right, I'm gonna book it.
All right. We go book that then. All right. So running back Marlon Mack resigned.
That's good.
Wide receiver T.Y. Hilton, that beast.
Okay,
He signed a
T.Y.
1-year deal. Yeah. Offensive tackle Julian Davenport signed a 1-year deal. Offensive tackle Sam Tevy, or Tevy, or how do you say his name, signed a contract with the Colts. Offensive guard Chris Reed signed a 1-year veteran benefit deal. Defensive end Al-Quadi Muhammad agrees to terms of a 1-year deal. Cornerback Xavier Rhodes.
It's good pickup. Oh yeah. Another Miami guy right there.
If he can get his mind right, if he can get his mind back right.
Yeah. And defensive back Sean Davis. So, what do you think about what the Colts did?
I like you said, Wentz, Mack, Hilton, Rhodes. They did pretty good. Then that defense, that defense is stout. That's a stout defense.
Yeah.
Still, I think they took a step back because they traded. Phillip Rivers is out of there. I think even though Phillip Rivers wasn't Phillip Rivers anymore, I think he provided some kind of belief in a huddle. That I don't believe like Carson Wentz is going to have to get a couple of games under him for them to start believing in him. See, I think that's going to be the biggest test for him. The first 8 games, he got to come out and be like a gangbuster and show us something. Because if not, he gonna be looking behind us. He gonna be looking at the bench, like, you know what I'm saying, like, who gonna take my place again? Just like in Philadelphia. So, it's going to be very tough for him because he has a reputation of being one of those guys who ain't that is not a team guy. He's going to have to really rectify himself and rebuild his reputation with the Colts. I think so. So that's gonna make sure that's gonna be the one thing that's gonna help the Colts or hurt the Colts.
It's Carson
The thing that I like about it, right? Excuse me, CJ. The thing I like about it is he knows the system. Okay. He's not coming in, not knowing the system. This guy used to be his offensive coordinator when he was with the Eagles, so he knows the system, which is a bonus. So I think he's gonna be my comeback player of the year.
Now, if I'm gonna recall something. In that same system, he got knocked out of bounds, and that was his first injury. That was it. That was it. That was he ran a little run option and he tried to hit that corner, and I forgot who laid him out, but he was never the same since.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He was never.
That was MVP season before he got hurt.
That's what I'm saying. But he was never think about Carson Wentz ever since then. He has never been right. No. Never been right since.
Look at the receiving core they had. those guys were dropping passes left and right, and I mean, we'll see. Like I said, he's gonna be my comeback player of the year. Book it.
So you would say, HP, you're saying that Carson Wentz is an upgrade, and J3, you're saying he's a downgrade.
Downgrade. Yep.
All right. And I feel the same way. I don't feel Carson Wentz has anything left in the tank. He's gonna have to show me. I'm from Missouri. The show me state. In this case, he's gonna have to show me. Carson will definitely have to show me.
Book it.
All right.
Book it.
HP
You'll see.
HP.
Remember the date. Remember.
All right, we can remember. You say you're gonna be the comeback player of the year. And so now we have the Jacksonville Jaguars, Leander Palmer, Kit Field's finest, Under the Tree podcast. These are Jacksonville Jaguars. And of course, you know, I got some Jacksonville Jaguars. Oh, I got some Jacksonville Jaguars joke. Oh, yeah. I got two of those, as a matter of fact. First
Hey,
one.
fellas, I don't mean to interrupt, but I gotta go get this chicken for my family. So I guess what? Hey, so I'll be logging off. But
Stupid,
hey,
man.
next time, hey man, but I would love to continue this after the draft, so we can see what happens, and then and then chop it up a little bit more. But let me go get this chicken for they close, and for my wife beat me down. So I'll holler at y'all, man. Y'all have a lovely night. All right, man. Y'all be smooth, man. All right, yo. All right, yo.
God, you're so stupid,
All right.
man. I
All
love
right,
you,
man. I love you too, man.
You gotta get that KFC.
Yeah, get that chicken, boy. Go ahead, get that chicken, man. He out Chi-Town, man. So they might have any kind of chicken out there, HP. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they might have any kind of chicken out there. So yeah, I hit the Jacksonville Jaguars joke. Did you hear about the blonde burglar? She broke into the Jacksonville Jaguars trophy case.
What trophy case? Hey, they did make it to a AFC Championship game.
They did. They were tight. They almost beat Pittsburgh. I remember that game.
Matter of fact, they made it twice. Yeah, at least twice they went to the AFC Championship.
Why do NFL teams get excited about playing the Jaguars? It's like having an extra bye week.
Oh.
So, I like what the Jaguars did with the coach. Of course, I like the coach. They upgraded.
Yeah.
You know, to me, they upgraded the coach. I look for different things from them. So now, quarterback, they signed C.J. Beathard
From the 49ers. Yep.
the 49ers. Running back Carlos Hyde, 2-year deal.
Not bad.
Wide receiver Jamal Agnew signed a 3-year deal. Wide receiver Philip Dorsett signed a contract with them. Wide receiver Marvin Jones.
He's solid. Yeah.
Yeah. Offensive tackle Cam Robinson. Offensive guard Tyler Shatley. Defensive end Adam Gotsis re-signed with the Jaguars. Defensive end Dwayne Fruit re-signed a 2-year deal. Defensive end Jihad Ward signed a 1-year deal. Defensive tackle Malcolm Brown acquired in a trade with New Orleans Saints. Defensive tackle Roy Robertson Harris. Defensive tackle Daniel Ross re-signed. Linebacker Daniel Wilson signed with the Jaguars. Cornerback Sidney Jones re-signed with the Jaguars. Cornerback Shaquille Griffin signed a 3-year deal.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a big one right there.
Yeah. Safety Rudy Ford signed a 2-year deal. Safety Rayshon Jenkins signed a 4-year deal. And safety Josh Jones re-signed. I like what the Jaguars did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like what the Jaguars did, and especially with the draft coming up, you know. But it looks like they're trying to put down a pretty solid foundation.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it did okay. I mean, I like they gave my homeboy cornerback coach there. You know, they gave him some. I like Griffin. You know, he's a good defensive back from the Seahawks. That was a good signing right there.
That was a good signing.
Yeah. Shaquille Griffin. Yeah,
that
he's
was
a good
real
signing.
signing.
Mhm.
That was a real good signing. They gave him that money too, $44.5 million.
But
yeah,
the thing is, we'll see what Trevor Lawrence, hopefully, what he does this year. You know, he's going to be put in the fire, of course.
Yeah.
But it's going to be tough, though.
Yeah. Trevor Lawrence is he's cool as a cucumber, too.
Mhm.
I like him. He's cool as a cucumber. So, I mean, he's got a good coach down there. I don't think that Jacksonville is going to be thinking of themselves as the Jacksonville Jaguars that we've come to know. I think that they're going to be more, they're going to have a different swagger. I look for it. And I look for them to have a whole different stilo.
Yeah, you got to give him a few years, you know, to build a team.
Yeah.
They're not going to come out and be, you know, in first place. I mean, I don't see that happening at all. But, you know, you got to give the man some time, you know.
Yeah, you got to give him some time. You got to definitely give him some time. And so now we got Coach Porche's team coming up. Your brother, Coach Robert Porche's team, the Tennessee Titans. And here's my Tennessee Titans joke. Did you hear about the Tennessee football team? Why Tennessee football team doesn't have a website? They can't string 3 W's together.
Tennessee.
Tennessee. So they got wide receiver Josh Reynolds, tight end Anthony Fersker, tight end Jeff Swain. That's a Dallas Cowboy. He was a Dallas Cowboy. He re-signed with them. Offensive tackle Kendall Lamb. Offensive tackle Ty Sambrello. Defensive end Danico Autry. Linebacker J.M. Brown. Linebacker Bud Dupree.
Oh, that's a big one there.
That's a big one.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big one right there. Cornerback Janoris Jenkins. I like Janoris Jenkins.
Solid. Yeah, he's solid.
Cornerback Kevin Johnson. And safety Matthias Farley. So Tennessee was already basically a defensive machine down there. I like their defense. What do you think about the auditions rather that they made?
Well, I mean, offensively, you know, I don't see, you know, anything that's going to help them. I mean, they did lose one of the receivers, but they didn't do too much. I mean, maybe they'll do something, you know, in the draft or something. But like I said, Bud Dupree, that's a great sign. And Janoris Jenkins, he's still solid, you know, at the cornerback position. I mean, they did okay, but nothing to brag about.
Nothing to brag about. Okay. All right. Okay. And so now, let's line them up, HP. Who you got?
Okay, I got the like I said, Carson Wentz going to be my comeback player of the year. I got Indy, got Tennessee, Houston, and Jacksonville at the bottom.
All right. I got the Titans, man. I got the Titans taking the division. I got Indy. I got Houston. And I got Jacksonville. All right. So
like I said, the Colts in Tennessee, I mean, that, you know, that's a toss-up really, but somehow I'm liking Indy this year.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Our last division for our free agents Oh no, that's what I'm looking for right there. Yeah. Now, last division is gold. Let's see.
NFC North.
NFC North. We're gonna start off with the Bears. And let me take a look here and see what I got. Yeah, here's my Bears joke. I heard Drew Brees is reported to be moving to Detroit. He says he wants to get as far away from football as he can.
What?
So
I don't know about that one.
So we got the Chi-Town Chicago Bears, man. We got the Bears. They acquired quarterback Andy Dalton. He signed a 1-year deal, a $10 million contract. Running back Damian Williams, wide receiver Marquise Goodwin, wide receiver Allen Robinson, offensive lineman Jermaine re-signed, offensive lineman Elijah Wilkinson, defensive end Mario Edwards Jr. signed, defensive lineman Angelo Blackson signed a 2-year deal, linebacker Jeremiah Toshu, cornerback Artie Burns re-signed a 1-year deal.
What? Steelers finally got rid of him? Wow. Took long enough.
He re-signed. Artie Burns is a beast, man.
Since when?
They didn't know how to use him, man. From Miami. He's a hurricane. They didn't know how to use that hurricane, bro. Cornerback Desmond Trufant signed a 1-year contract. Safety Deion Bush signed a 1-year deal. Safety Tashawn Gibson re-signed. Safety DeAndre Houston Carson re-signed a 1-year deal. Kicker Cario Santos re-signed a 3-year deal. Punter Pat O'Donnell re-signed a 1-year contract. And long snapper Patrick Scales agreed to terms on the contract. So let's start with Andy Dalton. Was that a splash for them, or how do you feel about that, HP?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're gonna draft a quarterback. I don't know, but Andy Dalton not the answer.
No, I agree. I hope they draft.
I'd have spent another year with Trubisky than signing Andy Dalton. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know what they were thinking about on that one.
Dalton showed flashes of greatness at times last year with the quarterback with Dallas. At times with Dallas. His biggest game coming when actually they played Cincinnati. But of course, but as the season went on, it seemed like he was playing better ball, making better choices. But I don't know if he's what Chicago needs at the helm to turn Chicago around and take Chicago deep into the playoffs.
Nah.
I too would have stuck with Trubisky also.
I like Damian Williams. That's a good pickup.
That is a good pickup.
From the Chiefs.
Yeah, that's a good pickup.
Goodwin is solid.
Yeah.
Allen Robinson, he's still solid. Yeah. But Trufant and Artie Burns, I mean, I don't see them helping your secondary really.
I like Burns. I like Burns. I like Burns.
Bush a good pickup. Deion Bush is pretty solid.
Deion Bush is a good pickup. So it looks like they want to stop people from throwing on them, which rightfully so they need to, because they had a lights out defense.
Yeah.
But they couldn't stop the pass.
Mm-hmm.
So with that in mind, we're gonna see what they do. We're gonna see what they do. Wait a minute. Did I just? Who was that? That was Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah, Chicago.
So we're going to Detroit. Oh, so I told my Detroit joke already. That's my Detroit joke. I heard Drew Brees is reported to be moving to Detroit. He says he wants to get as far away from football as possible. So that was my Detroit joke. So let me see if I got a Chicago. I know I got a Chicago joke.
Mhm.
Let's see. No, I ain't got no Chicago. I must have left it.
No, you can't have no Chicago joke. They made the playoff last year, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They did. So I guess I got no Chicago joke. So let's just talk about Chicago. This is a big move. Quarterback Jared Goff acquired in a trade with the Los Angeles Rams, allowing the 2021 third-round pick. And they say goodbye to Matthew Stafford as he goes to the Rams. How do you feel about that?
Down. That's a downgrade.
Okay. Goff is a downgrade. Okay, so they went ahead and they signed quarterback Tim Boyle, running back Jamal Williams on a 2-year deal, wide receiver Bashard Perryman, signed a 1-year deal.
Yeah, he's solid.
He's solid. Wide receiver Tyrell Williams, signed a 1-year deal. Tight end Josh Hill. Defensive end Charles Harris. Defensive end Romeo Clara. He re-signed. Defensive tackle Michael Brockers. They got him in a trade from Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah.
Linebacker Alex Anzalone. Cornerback Quentin Dunbar. Safety Dean Marlowe. Defensive back Corn Elder. Long snapper Don Melback. And kicker Randy Bullock. So, what say you, Mr. HP, about their move in free agency?
Well, same old Detroit Lions.
Same old Detroit
Lions. We might get a good game Thanksgiving Day. That's about it. Other than that, I mean, they didn't really do anything to help them, really. Like you said, Goff was a downgrade to Matthew Stafford. And Brockins, he's a pretty solid defensive lineman. Other than that, I mean, same old Detroit Lions.
Same old Detroit Lions. Okay, I don't, and I gotta agree. I can't take Goff over Stafford, because Stafford, to me, Stafford is a beast. I can't take Goff over Stafford, so I kind of almost agree with you. We just have to see what they do in the draft. So now we get to the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers, the cheeseheads. Cheeseheads. And so they re-signed running back Aaron Jones.
Good.
Tight end Mercedes Lewis re-signed. Nose tackle Tyler Lancaster. Cornerback Kevin King. And safety Will Redden. So they picked up nobody new.
No.
They just re-signed what they had.
The same old Packers. Somehow, no one wants to go to Green Bay. Some reason. But he's Aaron Jones, he's real good. That's good, real good to re-sign him.
Right.
Mercedes Lewis is decent tight end.
Right.
But my thing is the center that they lost to the where'd he go, to the Seahawks?
Yeah, to the Seahawks.
Man. Other than that, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're gonna get a center in there, to help out Aaron Rodgers, but they're still gonna be solid. I mean, I think they're gonna actually get back to the NFC Championship game.
No, they're not.
Possibly. I think
they're playing the Cowboys.
What's that?
They playing the Cowboys.
They playing the Cowboys?
Must be they're gonna play for the NFC Championship game.
No, they're gonna play probably Tampa Bay again. I think it's gonna be a rematch.
No. We gonna destroy the dynamics of that this year.
Nah.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna destroy the dynamics of that this year. Absolutely.
Maybe, like I say, maybe Green Bay gonna build in the draft, because
Yeah.
they rarely, get free agents to go there. I mean, who wants to play in that weather? I know I wouldn't.
Yeah, I always remember. And I do have a Green Bay joke. Yeah, that's pretty good. Here's the Green Bay joke. What's the best way to teach your dog to roll over and play bad? Having watched a couple of Green Bay Packers games.
Oh, I don't get that one.
You know how you teach your dog to roll over and play dead? Yeah, just gotta watch a couple Green Bay Packers games. The Green Bay Packers always die somewhere in there.
Sure, they have exciting game. What you talking about? I love watching the Packers.
So the Cheeseheads have done nothing. So now we move to our last team, and that's going to be the Minnesota Vikings. Let's see what they did. Running back Amir Abdullah, he signed a 1-year deal.
Yeah, he's from the Lions. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wide receiver Chad Beebe agreed to terms on a contract. Defensive lineman Mason Cole acquired in a trade from Arizona Cardinals. Dakota Dozier re-signed. Offensive lineman Rashad Hill re-signed a 1-year deal. Defensive end Stephen Weatherly signed a 1-year deal. Defensive tackle Dalvin Tomlinson signed a 2-year deal. Linebacker Nick Vigil signed a 1-year deal. Cornerback Mackenzie Alexander signed a deal with Minnesota. Cornerback Patrick Peterson signed a 1-year deal. Safety Xavier Woods, ex-Dallas Cowboy, signed a 1-year deal.
Mm-hmm.
So they improved on the secondary.
Oh yeah, Pat Peterson. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
they picked up.
Yeah, they improved on the secondary. So what would you say to the rest of their picks? Is it different?
I mean, to me, they didn't really do nothing offensively. I mean, they picked up a few people, but no big impact player on the offensive side of the ball. Of course, you got Pat Peterson on the defensive side. Minnesota's going to be good. I mean, they got a defensive-minded coach, and he's going to have them in the thick of things. But I can't see them beating out the Packers, though.
Okay. Maybe they're waiting to make a splash in the draft, you think?
Well, I mean, it's hard. I mean, as long as the running back, he stays healthy, they'll be up there. That's the key. Him staying healthy.
Okay.
Because he got injured. I think he missed about 4 or 5 games last year. So he stays healthy, they'll be in the running.
And that's Cook, right?
Yeah, Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, Dalvin Cook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dalvin Cook stays up. Dalvin Cook is a complete beast. He is. He's a complete beast. They lost their big tight end, Rudolph. Rudolph went to the Giants.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that that's going to hurt them. Because Rudolph is definitely a security blanket. Unless
they got Jefferson. I mean, Jefferson's a beast, Yeah.
So now HP, the moment of truth. Let me go ahead and stop sharing the screen. How do we line them up?
Okay, I got the Packers. Let's it's tough between the Vikings and the Bears. So I'm gonna go with the Vikings because I don't believe in Andy Dalton with the Bears. So Green Bay, Minnesota, Chicago, Detroit.
All right. Green Bay, Minnesota, Chicago, and Detroit. So I got the Packers. I got Chicago.
Detroit.
Yeah, I got the Packers, Chicago. I got Detroit. And I got the Vikings. No, I got the Vikings before Detroit, man.
Okay.
Yeah, Detroit got to be in last place, man. I can't put Detroit over the Vikings. Yeah, I can't put them over the Vikings because I think just like you said, I think that Jared Goff is going to have a hard time adjusting down there with them boys. I don't think that
With that coach, Dan Campbell, I mean, I didn't agree with that coaching hiring they did, so I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with you on that HP. HP, we wrapped it up, man. We wrapped it up. Took us 3 shows, man, but we wrapped up free agency. We're gonna be back maybe that Friday after the draft, man, and come back and we're gonna break down the draft. We'll stop breaking the draft down. But what do you expect in the draft? What big splash? Who's gonna make the biggest splash?
The Jets.
You think the Jets gonna make the biggest splash?
No, I just want to see who they're gonna pick. You know, I mean, is it Zach Wilson? Most likely, which will be. But then I'm interested to see what the Dolphins come up with.
Where do they draft?
They're at number 6 and 17, I believe. But they're looking to make a trade. You know, they're still looking to make a trade. So try to get more draft picks. And the 49ers, I mean, who's going to be the quarterback for the 49ers?
Yeah, that's true.
Justin Fields, every day something comes up. He's like dropping every day.
The epilepsy thing was big.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was big. I don't know. And I don't know how they can get around that, but that's big right there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it's sad. He haven't played a game in like, 5 months, and his stock is going down like down. So.
And we've seen it before. We've seen the guy's stock go down, and then we've seen other teams, somebody take a chance on him,
Yeah, it's a hit and miss, hit and miss. You never know. I mean, like Trevor Lawrence, I mean, he had it easy, through high school and college, but, pro. It's not going to be easy. So we'll see.
I think that Trevor Lawrence is ready, and I'm going to tell you why. He played against a pro team, and that's the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Yeah, but,
the Alabama Crimson Tide is a pro team.
Hey, hopefully he's not a right-handed Tim Tebow.
No, man. I think Trevor Lawrence is a baller.
Nah, he'll be better.
Yeah, I think he's a baller. I would like to see him. I would like to see him with the Jaguars.
Yeah, he's got to get his heart into it. You gotta be like a Tom Brady. Approach it like Tom Brady.
With
Approach the
Lawrence,
game like Tom Brady.
I like Lawrence, man. I like Lawrence. Yeah, I like Lawrence. I remember. I'll never forget when we played against the first time we played against Ohio State, and we beat Ohio State. And you remember that horrendous hit that he took. I mean, he got leveled. It came back in and did his thing. Now Ohio State trashed us that the last time, but but before that, and I think he's a gamer, man, because if you can beat me, if you can keep your head against Alabama, which pro football, the speed of the game is totally different. So yeah, you're right. Moving to the next level. It's all according to what kind of support group they put around him, what kind of coaching they put around him, and mainly what kind of offensive line they put around him.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna get a good quarterback, you're gonna have to have a good offensive line. Yeah, you're gonna have to have a good offensive line. Absolutely. So HP, man, I just want to thank you for coming on the show tonight, man. We appreciate you. My homeboy, stick with me through thick and thin. 40 plus years of friendship. And to all of you tuning in, hey, we'll be back next week. The next week we're gonna break down. We'll be breaking down the draft. It's not official yet, so we may be back Friday. We may switch it up to the next week. But to all of you that tune in tonight, we want to thank you, and we'll see you. I say it like the Geechee motivator said. I see y'all boy later. Wait a minute. Oh.